Awesome.
Yeah, I like that. Awesome. Casey's in the kitchen cooking dinner already, so it'll be smelling like dinner here for a while. So I'm Risa, and this is Melissa. And I'll tell a little funny story first to get started. She was on her way home last night when I called, and from her wedding anniversary trip to Branson, and I said, well, what is it you'd like to do, or, we're doing this as a team, and she's like, well, how about if you be my Pat Sajak and I'll be your band? So she is my band. So my teas, that's what we're doing. We're doing the teas in there. So this is fruit design. We're just going to be pretty laid back. I'm just going to show you some fun things that you can do and try it out.
If you have questions, stop. If you want her to show you again, have her show you again. I make her show me 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, well, guess what? She's going to entertain you while I
Gary's going to entertain.
I'm video man.
Do you want to dance to music? Gary, let's hear a joke. Now's a good time for a joke.
I don't have one. Sorry.
I've got a fruit joke.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Knock knock,
Who's there?
banana.
Banana who?
Knock knock,
Who's there?
banana.
Banana who?
Knock knock,
Who's there?
orange.
Orange who?
Orange, you glad I didn't say banana?
Well, all of you know that cooking is not a science, it's an art. And I want you to look at it that way because, honestly, art, not everything's perfect. In science, we measure and whatnot, let's not do that today. And we're just going to talk a little bit about fruit design. There's more of the not so complicated things that kids might enjoy, and then there's a little more like for a party or something. So we're not going to get totally out of hand. First of all, I don't know how to do that all. Sometimes on TV they're like, big melons and have them. No, we're not going to do that today. We're going to do what you can do at home for your kids or for your anniversary or for everyday lunches or whatever you want to do. So I'm just going to give you a few tricks in the tray here. Let's see. Did you hand out the books?
I have them. Are you ready for that?
Yep. There's just some books for you to kind of look at that I got offline.
We'll just pass them.
Yeah,
Different ones
and just
around.
like to pass those around and take some mental notes. That'd be great. We're going to just talk about tools that we're using today.
All right, who had the daycare?
We do.
Okay. This is just a duster, or you make little thin ribbons with kitchen shears. We're going to use a brush piece now, a melon baller, and a longer knife, and a paring knife. You should have most of this in your kitchen. That's why we're designing this, so that you're not going out and buying a bunch of things. Well, let's get started. We're going to try a lemon twist first. There's the lemon. Okay. And if you want me to kind of hold it up, let me know.
And then she might cut her finger off.
Some of these you probably have seen or have know how to do them. You just slice, thin slice like this, and you just cut it from half down. And if you twist one way and one the other, then you have a lemon twist. Okay.
Are you going to do the other one?
Yeah, probably.
I'll wait to pass it around.
And then if you take 2, if I'm doing it right, I'm not sure. You mean the one that looks like this one? And if you take 2, you can make them so they're, it should
The
stay.
kale helps hold them in place too.
Yeah, okay. Well, so much for that. We'll just make lots of twists because we're going to need them in a little bit anyway, okay? And then, let's see, we'll push that over to the side. And then we'll go to, we'll do a lemon zest or curl. These, see the little holes here? They're sharp. I'm just gonna hold it, and we'll just make curls. So if you have the right tools, you're gonna have, that's what you can put on like the top of a cake, or like a little iced lemon cookie or something. Okay. Nothing too. Then we're gonna try an orange flower. Sometimes we make those here for morning, or to like a pancake, something in the morning, mostly, not usually of a dinner. And what you do is you're going to take and you're going to make petals like that, okay? So that they're point. So I'm going to, so I don't hurt myself, I'm going to do it down here. I'm going to get pretty elaborate. Some people can take something like this and stick it in, and you've got a small zigzag, okay? Or you can get pretty wild and go from long strands here, or long pieces, petals, and go all the way around, just crisscross, or zigzag, in the bottom, and the top. All the way around, and sometimes, you know, life's just not quite as neat as it should be, and so once in a while one petal might be a little bit off. But you open it up like that, and you've got two. And then you choose whatever you would like to put in the middle. This. And your kids have an orange.
They would totally go.
Flowers, okay? Or you can take different fruit. Darker. Let's do that. That was easy, wasn't it? A strawberry fan. Let's try that. I made some notes because I'm afraid I'm going to forget something at the end, and we'll really be in trouble. Let's pick a strawberry. Strawberry fan. I don't know how it was decorated. Vanna, how was it things?
Well, it was a little, just a whole strawberry this morning.
Hey, whole strawberries.
Compliments of Leah, our server.
Okay. Yes, beautiful
That is
strawberry.
one big strawberry.
And it doesn't matter. You can use a smaller one, but I kind of picked them over and got the bigger ones yesterday. I kind of cheated. But what we're going to do is just take a clean strawberry. Anytime that you use fruit, you're going to want to wash it first. And I did yesterday. So we're going to take, and all we're going to do is make little slits. We're going to keep going, but we only want to go to about there. We want to keep it intact. Okay? I'm just going to cut down, starting on the side, and just make small incisions. I don't know if you can tell this way here. Well, I get my hand out of the way. Like that. Okay. I'm going to do the whole strawberry that way. Anna, can I have a white dish? Please. Melissa?
Don't recognize me.
Now come on, this is right. Anyway, you take it like that, and you just fold it like a good decorative box. Okay? Just like this. Fold it like a decorative box. There we go. And we're going to use those pretty soon. We're going to use it all. Okay, and then while we're on strawberries, one.
Just in case you want to close it.
Okay, so you can pick any strawberries. Some work better than others, and we're going to make a rose. Okay, so actually I don't really like the shape of that strawberry. Here we go. I'm going to use a big one. you're gonna hold it firmly between your thumb and your fingers, okay? And it's in my mind, I'm gonna try to make 5 petals. So, and sometimes this doesn't work out. You gotta have a sharp knife, okay? But just eat your mistakes and nobody. So, I'm gonna, in my mind's eye, I'm gonna try to get 5 petals across here. So, honestly, this is how you hold it. I'm not compensating. I tried to do it the other way, you know. And I watched a lady on YouTube. So, if you're at all interested in this, get on YouTube or somewhere online, and you can watch several different people do this, okay? So we're just going to make a cut for 1 petal, 2 petals, 3 petals, 5, and they're not perfect. Smaller petal in the holes. How beautiful. And just keep going and going around, just like the Lord made the rose. Yep, and see, my thumb got in the way and I broke the tip off of that right there. But at home, just eat it. I could have lunch here. Just keep going up. Be really careful.
Just for greenness by the candle.
Okay. Yes, on a cake is beautiful. Okay, and you can take a toothpick if you want to keep it a certain spot on a cake. You can put a toothpick in that, and then set them so it'll arrange. You know, if you put a toothpick like this or like this, it's going to help keep it the way it needs to be for a cake or whatever. You can put these in fruit bowls. I took pineapple wedges and put orange wedges in between the other day, like one of our fruit bowls, and put coconut in the bottom, and then set one of these in the coconut. It looked fabulous the other morning. So there we go. And you can make as many petals as you want, but and if you're making a lot and you don't want to set them and scrunch them up, get you a piece of like a to-go from a restaurant where they have the 2 hinge like this, and you put those toothpicks in there and then set them in that, okay? And then they're not being bunched up, and so you're not pushing those petals back together until you're ready. Let's see. Strawberry orange butterfly. Could I get those white plates, please? Thank you. Thank you. We're going to try a strawberry orange butterfly. That is kind of an original from here. Mr. Gary's got to see one time. It's actually on our website, is it?
Yes, it's on the girls' getaway page.
Yeah, I saw it.
And to just take circles. I'm going to cut a couple of circles off the orange. Slices, I should say, also. We're going to use, there's 2 sizes. We're going to use the bigger one. And just cut it in half. I'm going to take little notches to give it some personality. Just put some notches in it. That's just for detail. If it's a child, maybe not. If it's, you know, or if it's a party, probably just like that. Okay, you're going to put notches in it. On both. The butterfly. I had a little girl that's so sweet, come to breakfast, or she wore the little butterfly real quiet. She's over here in this room with her parents, and she was really quiet. She wore this butterfly headband to dinner, and we ended up becoming friends. So the morning that I cooked breakfast for them, then I made all the kids butterflies. So she thought that was all right. So I'm going to do the same thing for, okay, I took the smaller one. I just took two quarters. And I'm just going to do the same thing. So it looks like it goes together. I just cut those. And slide down at the bottom. Manipulate this some, so it won't really lay like I want it to lay. So I'm going to take that little part on the inside end that's kind of the wedge part. So I want it to lay flat. So here we're at now. Okay. Did you guys see? I'm sorry.
Oh.
And then let's see. I'm going to just grab a piece of potato. Sometimes you can use a little piece of onion or a green onion. And make it have tentacles, or what's it called? Antennas. Tentacles. We're doing octopus. Well, this isn't working the best. I would probably end up using a piece of the green onion, honestly. But there's your butterfly.
Well, we have kids. The kids can totally make those.
Yeah, they would have a good time, wouldn't they? I probably even use like sharp, well, you probably
Plastic.
have sharp.
Plastic.
Yeah.
Or you
Yeah.
could
Sharp.
shove it
No, that's not
You
good.
could give them the pieces and they could put it together. Well, even if it was upside down, then that's true.
We got real hammers.
Let's try it. Butterfly.
And they give in like other countries, they take your like children knives to learn to whittle.
And just take a pineapple.
It's in their culture.
I'm going to cut a slice off. Quite frankly, I haven't done this, but I saw some of them look really cool. Don't tell you try. A nice wedge, or a nice slice.
And if you haven't done fresh pineapple, it's so easy. I never would buy a fresh pineapple until I started working here and saw how easy it was, and that's the only kind of pineapple we eat now.
Yeah, and
I always bought
it's
it in a
really
can.
sweet.
It's really sweet.
These are really
The other
sweet.
stuff doesn't even taste like pineapple.
We lived in Florida, we used to have
I don't know, it just seems like it's
so good.
And you can use cookie cutters, so keep that in mind. Okay, when you're, this is supposed to be a butterfly. It looks like a bat, but a butterfly, I guess. So all you do is just press it in. Maybe I have the wrong side. It's kind of sharp.
Just hard.
Just hard.
Not
Okay. We have butterfly shape. Okay, we're going to use all these, or most of this stuff in a little bit. I'll make a, looks like I can make 3 with this, so I'm going to make 3
Oh,
now.
butterfly garden.
I'm telling you.
No.
Stickers. Snickers. Snickers. She's got a chocolate. She's insane. Like chocolate all that.
Just make 3.
We're gonna do the Snickers to make it.
She'll do all this and then put it in fondue. Chocolate.
Okay.
That's a lot.
So I made 3. there's the class. See you later. We're gonna try and make a watermelon ready. I think I can do it by just. Has anybody done a watermelon before?
I've seen them done for baby showers.
Oh, yeah? Well, we're gonna try to make a bite, so I'm hoping it's something. I could only find seedless watermelons. Now, sometimes if you do a basket, you know, the ones that look more like a basket, but this time of year, all I could get was this. So, they're gonna find me that picture just to make sure.
What do you want to do?
A buggy.
Buggy.
Yeah,
I'm like, I have a picture of a bunny.
I think I know, but just wait just a second. So, has anybody tried fruit carving or done anything like that before? No? I just want to look on the visual. The buggy. Okay. Anyway, we'll just go on. I'll make it here. I always score the buggy. Okay. Oh, there it is. Awesome. Okay. I'm going to score it just in case I don't like my line. I'm going to have a second chance, okay? So you want to try to have some because it slips around a little bit. So you want to always try to score it. I think it helps. And go around. Just try to keep it as level as you can.
That is one sharp knife.
Then what we're going to do is we're going to poke, just go zigzag. That's what the picture has. We're going to go inside,
That's what they did on here.
back and forth, just like we did on the orange, okay? We're just going to go back and forth. Get it around here where I can get a hold of it. It doesn't have to be perfect. This will take me just a minute, so I didn't want to start it without you.
Where's our joke person? Okay.
And sometimes it just takes patience, guys. It's just the way it is, okay? So who has an anniversary this month?
What's this month? You do.
You do next weekend.
Oh crap, my anniversary's coming up too.
So do you think maybe you could do something really, really, really fun here? Like, well,
I don't drink, but it'll work.
haven't ever tried that.
I think for as long as I've been married, he better do something better for me. I'm not making him anything.
Okay, I've used the small knife, but I'm going to go around with the little longer knife. Because I'm going to try to pry this up out of here, okay?
Watermelons.
And if you don't get into your work, these chef's coats are fine. Yeah, yeah. We look cute neighbors, just, you know. My mom's really good at it. And they have some really cute, there we go. So we've got it rounded here, and then we've made it a little zigzaggy there. And what's new small watermelon roller? Does everybody know how to use one of those? Yeah, you just yeah. The thing with this is, if you get too close, you take the color out, and I like to leave it a little bit so that it's not green. You know, there's a little bit of the other, and just to go ahead and leave some of that pink, especially if it's a girl, for probably, somehow make some kind of ripple effect if you like, whatever you like. Now let's learn about this handle together, okay? Here's the picture, thank you. Thank you. Okay, we're just gonna figure it out. We're gonna take the flesh out. If you mess it up, find something else to use for a handle, okay? This is not rocket science.
Or it's a bassinet. It's no longer a buggy.
She's handy, isn't she? It may still be a bassinet here in a minute. Okay. We're gonna make it like an extra bowl, because we're an extra bowl.
You don't have to have a bowl, so there's your bowl.
You
Right.
That's true. Yeah.
Right.
You put the fruit back in there when you got it all.
And then pour vodka in it. After you put the fruit back in.
I found out though, you don't want to put pineapple in it of any kind when you're doing that because it'll make it all taste like it's sour.
Really?
So I'd be really careful about
You
that.
shouldn't give me no pets.
Okay?
You did not know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Okay, we're gonna figure this out here.
Looks like it's just a squared off flavor.
If it's wrong, we'll know it here in a minute, won't we? We're just gonna, well, I guess I should score it first. Try to give it a handle shape.
Actually, it's kind of, I'm not, you didn't see it? And she's like,
And we'll
oh, did
just
she pass that?
go around the scorecard. And if it's wrong, well, next time I make one, I'm gonna know. After, well, I started food service when I was 16 years old, so now I'm 50, so. The tape didn't get that part, by the way. Mr. Barry turned it off.
I'm working with the table shaking you like it's your buggy.
Yeah, hold the buggy, man.
Got the buggy.
Please, hold the buggy. Gonna take the flesh out of it. I don't like how thick it is.
That's a juicy one.
I'm just gonna stick it, the handle in here so you kind of get the effect of it. Just, all this would be out of it, so you really end up, you'd just be putting it, setting it in the fruit, actually. You could probably take some skewers if you needed to and anchor it. We're just gonna set it like that.
Isn't that
Might be a little thin. There we go. Okay. And we're gonna take a grapefruit, I believe. Let's try, yeah, grapefruit probably. I'm gonna take a grapefruit.
That fruit is beautiful.
Oh, it's beautiful fruit they get here.
I guess.
Awesome fruit.
She's fruit.
Half the battle's working with fruit that is really good quality. Because if you're working with mushy stuff, then you
Yeah.
Here, Ben, hold this. Thank you, Melissa. Now, if I was going to present this at a party, what we need to do is line this with kale, or we would line it with some sort of lettuce, something to give it, to break this up a little bit. Okay? We're going to some toothpicks. You found my nose. Yay! And we're going to make some meals. Okay? Hold it on there with something fun.
A hubcap. Really? seriously.
Try again.
Like that.
She needs to put a whole bunch on.
She makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
I would really like 6 of my fingers off by this point. Yeah.
She doesn't know what she said. She just said something.
You want to explain to him?
Okay.
Good.
One more.
Christy's too busy.
You gotta kind of adjust those wheels. You don't want to get them. Okay. Probably need. Middle of the table, is that right?
Yeah.
Or over in the corner?
Okay.
Check the table.
See the rail?
Yeah, now I realize
Okay, then you might want to put a little bit of fruit or something around here, or be creative, maybe some flowers, you know, some little flowers, or like baby's breath. That'd be really cool. Just take and stick, because it's full of water, so I think if you would take and put some holes in there, and then put your baby's breath in there, and let it kind of do its natural thing, and then take ribbon, pink ribbon, and flow over it, or something, or yellow, or whatever, or maybe what else we got? A kiwi and a honeydew flower. Let's try that. I have things, I'm like, you know, Food Channel. Oh, that gets me in lots of trouble, Food Channel.
Usually they have the thing under the table that's already ready. She can do that.
That would be, give you a thing. This is awesome. I've already peeled the kiwi. Where's our honeydew? Where's our honeydew? My son is allergic. He's very, very allergic. It's furry.
I like you did.
We're just gonna take a slice. Of course, we don't want seeds. Slice. We're gonna make some flowers. I'm gonna use a cookie cutter again. And just gonna cut out some flowers. These are so cute.
Oh, wow.
When you get them all done here.
Yeah. That sounds like a good one.
Get a slice of kiwi. This is what makes it fun. We're going to take a small one. This will make the inside of our flower. What did you say?
I said money.
If I was going to do this, I'd try to get just a little bit bigger. This is what I had today. I mean, I would get a bigger one of these and then use that maybe for the middle, or a little smaller. A couple more in there. Do you know if there's I just studied it because my son's allergic to kiwi, and actually I am too, is that there's a lot of European people allergic to kiwi, which I thought was strange, you know, how that would go from region to region. Some rose syrup with a little water. I mixed it and I'm hoping it's going to work fine. You might want to have something where you can lay them down on a cloth or a napkin or something.
Are you guys learning to be artists, food artists?
And there's your sugar grapes. If you've missed a spot, just go back. Wholesome to eat. The egg white's questionable, but the white K-roll syrup and a little water and pink. That's really good. Do a couple more of those because we're going to end up with a finale here. You're going to understand where I'm going with this. Now everybody can do this, so I'm saying, now wait a minute here, everybody can do this. With a little practice, we can do all kinds of things. So cute. Very, very awesome. There we go. We're gonna, those, I would dry those, I think. Or the egg white anyway, you let them dry before you would try to use them. I think, no, that's just sugar. I think we're pretty well down to the finale here, if I can make my glove on. Of course, for food service, we have to wear gloves, but I recommend it, especially like with all the acids and stuff in all the different foods. It's really, that one, you know, the mess. You have to use gloves. Did you get that? Now we're on that last little bit here. I'm going to get the last watermelon. And we're going to make a basket. Everybody kind of saw a picture. And the basket's really the only thing that I
Did you send the clay for strawberry down here? The little fan?
This one?
Oh, see, that.
So we're going to do the same thing.
Wait, you guys see
This
this?
is, we're going to do the same thing here, and what we're going to do is we're going to make a strip for the handle, and then we're going to go around just like we did with that, okay? But we're going to score it, so if we don't like our lines, we can change. Might want to make it thick, you might want to make it thin.
held it.
Okay, pretty much leave the middle. And then you're going to want this to go all the way around, but you're not just on the half here. And the same thing here. And that's your line. That's just the line you're going to cut by, okay? And it's pretty even here on both sides. You kind of need to check that. So, same thing we did with the buggy. Oh, see how it's wanting to split? May have to hug it a little bit.
She always says you gotta show blood.
Well, it's really wanting to split, which is kind of unusual. If it splits, it splits. That's just all there is to it.
You just eat it.
That's what I'm talking about, and I'm going zigzag just like we did on the top of the buggy, okay? And you're just using that line for the tip of your knife, okay? You're going to use that line. And then that line is gone, see, when you get, and you just pray that it doesn't go ahead and get all wild on here and split. It's got a lot of pressure on it. The other one didn't have this much pressure. You want to kind of hold it together. Yeah, I might. And then how would you turn the letters tomorrow? She's so much fun to work with. I work here a lot together. She's like the one with a smile on her face all the time. Okay, we're just going to fry that up like before. Look at that yummy watermelon. I'm going to do this again. the same thing. We'll have a basket here in just a second. And then we're going to decorate the top of the basket with what we've made, for the most part. Does anybody have any questions on doing this, or any ideas of something that they've done, or?
You want to come to my house next weekend and do all this?
Let me see, how much was the pay? I really, really, really enjoy this. Like I said, I have my own catering business for 11 years, and I learned a lot. You know, that was before all the internet stuff. So, you know, you had to kind of figure it out on your own. And but after you grew 2 or 3 watermelons, you know, you get to figuring it out pretty quick. And so ideally what we would do, I'm going to go ahead and just, so we kind of get the basket effect here. I'm go ahead and take that out. And you're going to ball it anyway. It's not going to matter. I just want it out of the way of what we were going to do. And it's not right, delete it. So what you would end up doing, and it takes a while because you're actually, the bigger melons are better because you have more hand space, but you would ball this out. Or I have seen people use this to do the same effect, okay? And this is the fun part. We're just going to start. A lot of people use parsley. Parsley's fine. We just don't usually have parsley necessarily here. And honestly, I've never used kale, but it looks like it's going to work out great. And we're just going to start setting some up there for the base. And if you can layer that and use the same toothpick, that's great. That's pretty. And if not, you can use your own other toothpick, kind of put it together there. It's kind of rough, but you get the idea at this point. And we're going to see. Just going to peel those off. Maybe. We're just going to use what we got. The grapes. Use the grapes. A lot of times it's pretty good if you can kind of hang the grapes off of what you're doing here. So they got the little stem that's just going to help hold it on. And if you want to hide the toothpick, you just stick a grape down in it, okay? But I think it'd be really neat to put one of the flowers right slippery little thing. Flower there. And put flower over here. Boy, those kiwis didn't because they were that slick. Okay, that's strawberry fan at the top, or we can put the other one, whatever you like. We'll put them both just because we're being women, we can do what we want. Or we can change our mind. Guys don't have that prerogative. I tell my husband that all the time. You really can't. No. I wouldn't necessarily put these together. You know, I would make all roses or I'd make all fans, but we're going to use what we got. Bring that back out. And we have some orange pieces. there to try to hide that, because I want it up off the fruit there. Okay.
Was she just attaching that with toothpicks?
Okay, what else do we use here? Did I use about everything? Find some blueberries in the spots, some raspberries. I thought there was one there, but we've hid. Okay. Ta-da! Any questions or anything?
No, she was telling me that you said you don't ever put pineapple inside. Is every other fruit okay though?
All the other fruit, I think the kiwi you might want to put toward the end, but as far as honeydew, muskmelon, grapes, that's fine. I don't usually put oranges. You wouldn't want to put lemons.
Nothing citrusy.
Some people take and put Sprite in their mix, but I like to keep, once I dole this all out, it's really wet anyway.
Yeah.
Is if you could get that watermelon up, like get a tray or something and let the water fall overnight, if you do it the night before or whatever, so it's not setting in that water, you're going to have better fruit. Okay, and if you need to mix it right as you're putting it in there, you need to mix it back in it, but it kind of get waterlogged.
Yeah.
So what, you could poke little holes with skewers or something in the bottom of the melon? So the
No,
water
I'm talking about once this is balled out and you've got it in a bowl or something, if you were going to do it the day before, you would want to try to have like in the bottom of a steamer, a vegetable steamer that has holes. You'd want to put that in the bottom of whatever bowl and let there be room for the water to drip from the.
Colander or something.
Okay.
Am I making myself clear?
Yeah.
I don't like how this is hanging, so we'll arrange it. You don't want it to hang free. It doesn't look like it needs work to you. Okay, just like I said, I wouldn't put the two strawberries together. I'd either make these or make these, but that's it's a sampler. Yep. Ta-da, Miss Mondo, what do you think? Anyway, any other questions or comments? Sure. It's kind of messy. Do you want me to set it?
And we're going to maybe have this, if all goes well, on YouTube, on our channel. So we'll see. No guarantees, but I'm going to put this on there probably tomorrow. So if you want to replay it, something she talked about, you can go to YouTube. We just kind of got started with YouTube thing, so yeah. But we're going to be doing more with this kind of stuff on there as we do them. So yeah.
We found you on Facebook, so that was.
I think the majority of people found us from Facebook.
Yeah,
it sounds like.
actually, she saw the bed and thought, I want to buy
I want the
bed.
bed.
Found the bed and realized this was a place. She called me and she goes, oh my God, we gotta go. And I took one look and I said, we're going. And we immediately said, that's it.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's an
Have we lived up to your expectations?
Oh yeah.
Good.
We're gonna actually bring our husband and kids next time. So you know it's good if we're willing to bring them in. I think they would have fun here.
I think we're gonna do it every year.
I think my kids would, we're gonna do with this women's every year. We've decided. But I think.
You'll
the
have
kids
to
would
rebuild
fun.
more lodges.
Yeah. We actually thought we're such a big family, we thought we should just rent out one of these.
It happens a lot.
Yeah, well, that's
It
great.
does.
For all like mom and sisters and brothers and.
Sure, absolutely. What was I gonna say? Something really important. Oh, there's other things we all know how to do, some different classes that I haven't really talked to Mr. Gary about, but cake decorating is my God-given talent. So at some point, I would like to take that class and have hands-on. I know today was more of a demonstration of cake decorating, you gotta get down and dirty. Okay, and
I think women would love that. I would love to know how to do that. I don't know absolutely this. Yeah, I could probably do cake decorating. I would love to
and then
figure out how to do that.
a short class on folding napkins or there's so many ways to pull
Yeah.
napkins.
Or mommy napkins kind of deal.
Every night at dinner. And so maybe we can get the girls involved, helping with that, and that'd be hands-on too. And I don't know what else they got up their sleeves, but I just, things just keep rolling for me.
Well, you should listen to her because.
Oh, yeah.
That would, I think that would, I would be.
Maybe the cake would be,
interested in
we're
that.
gonna do a July one as well. I think that's our next girls getaway, so maybe we'll do the
Yeah.
cake in July.
Well, I'm gonna push for cake decorating, so I'm a
Yeah.
little more smooth with the cake decorating.
Well, and I was thinking,
Do you
I
have
have never done
a
that.
special, 4th of July or weekend
We usually,
package?
nothing special, but we usually have, we're full usually that weekend, so. We do normal stuff. The things that are unique to your event is this, of course, the archery range, and then we have the pistol range up. We just don't always have instructors out there for beginners, and then the wine tasting. Everything else we do. I mean, the hayride, the dinner, the brunch. We do that every night, every weekend. And
So 4th of July, then you guys have fireworks.
yeah, and it is the best place to watch fireworks. Did you guys go on the hayride last night?
And you go over.
We
where
stopped
that's-
there, and you see 6 different fireworks. And Pleasant Hill, the town right over the hill,
Yeah.
has the best fireworks show you've ever seen. That's their like claim to fame.
Because
is the
we're like
fireworks.
above.
You see them right eye level, off the wagon. Yeah,
Look, I got goosebumps.
yeah, it is cool. It's very cool.
I totally got excited.
Well, we do the hayride. Let me turn this off. We do the hayride, and did you go to the hayride last night? Where you stopped and turned around and kind of saw the sunset. We
Yeah.
stay there, and then Pleasant Hill is just right over the hill, and they do a tremendous fireworks show. So you're sitting there and you're watching that one, which is close up and personal. And then in the background, you can see Hannibal, Clarksville, Ellsbury. You see like 5 or 6 going on in the background. It's the best fireworks display you ever see.
Here's the chef for the evening. He's gonna fix that tonight.
Ooh.